Hi everyone, my name is Pattie Carney. I'm here today to talk with you about Reiki. I am certified as the Usui Holy Fire Reiki Master and Teacher. And so what does all of that mean? I do private sessions with people with Reiki, and I also present Reiki classes. So I teach Reiki 1, Reiki 2, and the master class here at Lotus Blossom Clinic. This time that we're in now feels like a very reflective time for many. Looking at things that work for you that maybe don't work for you anymore. So it feels like that we're getting a little bit more focused, letting go of those distractions that might be around us, and essentially living more from our hearts. So I'm going to share a little story with you. You see the snow in the background on the virtual background. It's perfect for my story. When I was a young girl, on snow days, we would go sledding and we would start the hill at the house behind us, and we would come down the hill through a little path between the bushes between our houses, and then come down our yard into the driveway. So the first person who would go down would start down the hill, and that first snow, so might get stuck, might veer off, might not make it through that cut in the bushes there, going through the path. So, and we would go over and over and over again, one kid after the other, going down, making a path. And eventually the path was set, and it was hard. And when you were on there, you would go down and you would fly down there. So I share that story with you. So what does Reiki have to do with that? So we develop neural pathways in our brains. And it's just like that, like the snow and us as kids going down that hill. And we get those paths in our brains, those habits, the way that we react to things. And so what we're looking at is, how do we do things differently, right? That's this time that we're in. A lot of people are looking at that, how to do things differently. And so how does Reiki fit in? Well, we have an opportunity to create a new path. So to make a new path in the snow, one that's healthy for us, one that's creative, one that's abundant and loving. And so Reiki is spiritually guided life force energy. So it decreases stress, it promotes relaxation, and with that, healing. So healing of body, mind, and spirit. And when we're talking about body, mind, and spirit, many times we see it in a triangular pyramid. Then we see body, mind, and spirit. And for me, I actually see it in a circle. So the energy of body, mind, and circle, body, mind, and spirit are moving in a circular motion together. They're flowing together. So as you relax, you quiet yourself, you get more peaceful, you have the ability to create a new path. However, creating a new path just doesn't happen. So Reiki sets the stage for us to quiet us. And then when something comes up, we make a conscious choice. So step back, breathe, take a breath, make a conscious choice about what you want to do next, how you want to respond. So Reiki sets the stage. You make that conscious choice every moment, this moment and the next and the next. Living from your heart. You're moving into living from your heart, your authentic self. You're listening. You're coming from divine love that flows through you. And so what happens then? You're living life more fully. And isn't that our purpose on earth, to come to know our authentic self? So it doesn't mean that challenges don't come up. And certainly they do. I'm sure that you know that when you're working with something, it seems like they come one after the other after the other. And it's the same feeling inside, however, it might present itself differently. So the Reiki, it gives you the ability to surrender to the moment. We surrender to the Reiki, and we surrender then to the moment. It's not something that you do. It happens. It's quiet, the surrendering. So life certainly is ongoing course corrections. I have that little sticky on my desk. Life is ongoing course corrections, and that it is. So recently I had some feelings come up, and I recognized them as something that I had felt 6 months earlier. And when I had felt it 6 months earlier, there was something that happened that I would say that wasn't very pleasant. And so knowing that these were the same feelings, instead of going down that same path, I thought, okay, I need to create a new path for myself. I sat down, sent myself Reiki, quieted, listened. And so, when you're listening, how do you get messages? Sometimes you hear a voice. Sometimes you might get an image of something. There may be a knowing that this is what it is, what I'm to do next. And also, something you might go out and in the next couple days, something happens and you're like, oh my gosh, that's the answer. That's the answer that I was looking for. So stay open. Stay open to what might happen. So we're talking about awareness. We're talking about conscious choices. And that Reiki sets the stage for that. Thank you. It's been a pleasure being with you today. Enjoy the rest of your day.